Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Some nice comments in the chat. Okay, I know a lot of you aren't in Calgary, so I won't start by talking about the weather here, but let's go ahead and get into the mindful body. Throat's a bit foggy today, so I'm just going to take another sip of morning tea. Okay, and just begin by sitting up as straight as you can. Take a big breath in and calling to mind the image of the mountain or the tree that we've been working with for the last few sessions. I think last week we talked about the tree, so let's work with the mountain today. Just visualizing the enormous size of the mountain on top. If you've ever driven past a mountain like Castle Mountain, I actually measured it at 11 kilometers long, but that's just what we can see. Under the ground, it's much, much larger. And so we use this as a metaphor to describe our own sense of inner strength. We have what is visible to others on the surface, and then what is actually within us. Our true potential, our true sense of strength, our true resilience under pressure. And just nourishing that sense that we are strong within. You know, sometimes how you might feel that you're just going through the motions with a mask, but if actually somebody, you know, pushes you emotionally, you're gonna crack onto the floor like an egg, right? So we're moving beyond that to our true sense of resilience, that we can handle what life poses, that we can navigate our challenges with skill and grace. And every breath we take into that intention contributes to the real sense of strength that we develop and nourish. Continue to inhale and exhale. I'm just calling to mind images and memories of when we have responded well to problems and stresses. Let's just take a couple deep breaths into that intention, noticing which memories arise. And they are really the meat and substance of our lives. And so just noticing and feeling gratitude for where we have handled ourselves skillfully and gracefully. And just acknowledging how much practice that takes. Allowing ourselves to experience a great sense of gratitude and ease and compassion for ourselves. Now, as we do this exercise, other memories might be surfacing. For example, times when we have not handled our skills skillfully, when we have flown off the handle, when we've behaved childishly to to our close ones and strangers. And last week, our meditation was love and kindness for strangers. And it's very easy to fly off the handle with strangers, people calling on the phone, soliciting, customer service support people on the telephone, strangers in traffic. It's very easy to fly off the handle. And so perhaps you have more memories surfacing where you realize that you have not handled yourself skillfully. And this is the role of compassion, where we examine our actions and we forgive ourselves for the mistakes that we have made, but we also take accountability. We don't want to get stuck in that cycle of an inability to change, where we have a great emotional response to a problem that doesn't align with our highest values. Then we feel terrible. And then we ask for forgiveness, but we start it all over again without making the needed changes to change our behavior in the moment. So we want to be responsible and accountable. We want to use our past history instead of to punish us. We want to use it as a means of clarity so that we can grow. So that's the role of compassion here. The compassion doesn't mean overlook where we have missed the mark. It means to use it as a learning opportunity and not to put ourselves down as bad people because of what's happened. So let's just sit with that intention a few moments longer, allowing our memories to rise of where we have handled ourselves skillfully and noticing where we have not, and committing to using those opportunities for learning and development. If you find that you're unable to come up with any positive examples of your resilience, you may be tuned into your negative behavior, and you may be emphasizing that. So cut yourself a break, give yourself a break, cut yourself some slack. Look for the little things where you have been kind to a stranger, where you have been patient, where you've taken the high road. And let's just keep inhaling and exhaling. We inhale, let's commit to honoring the times when we have handled ourselves skillfully, and commit to continuing to develop this aspect of our characters. And as we exhale, let's commit to releasing the thoughts that do not serve and the memories that do not serve. So again, treating our actions with compassion, using them as a learning opportunity. So let's just sit with that mantra for a few moments longer in silence. Cycling through our various anchors of sound, breath, and body. At this point in our work together, you are probably handling these three anchors pretty skillfully. That's another reason to be grateful. we wrap up our practice today, let's commit to adding this anchor to our um, growing collection of meditation anchors. So we've got the breath, the body, and sound. We've looked at loving kindness. And finally, today we are adding a review of basically memories. Um, and so as they arise, we can allow them to have purpose in our meditation by letting go of what no longer serves, and allowing our actions to fill our buckets of resilience and mental strength. Thank you for meeting with me today. We'll see you next week. Have a great Sunday.